Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today we're going to be talking about Ponytown and Ponytown ideas, but we're not going to be talking about my own ideas. No. This is not going to be a wishlist video. This is going to be a subreddit video. That's right, we're going to be talking about the Ponytown subreddit, r/Ponytown unofficial subreddit. This is a subreddit where people sometimes post their Ponytown ideas, where they post Ponytown screenshots and all other Ponytown related goods and things like that. You can find pretty much anything Ponytown related here on the r/Ponytown subreddit. So today I want to filter this subreddit by ideas and go over some random ones here. Just go over a few and talk about them and talk about what the implications of this could be and what my thoughts are on some of them. So starting off here in this first one, let's click it because this seems to be more than what is showing on there. So as soon as this loads, we can see that we have ideas here. Now I didn't read the full thing, to be honest with you. I read like the first like 3 or 4 and then I upvoted it because I actually kind of like the goggles for the head and neck, but the first one I absolutely hate. Full and princess sizes make absolutely no sense. I've made a full video on why that sort of feature will never come to the game. You can find that in the top right corner by clicking that card. But suffice it to say, there's no reason that ponies should be able to be different sizes. It causes so many problems and it's hard to do on top of that. Next up, they also talked about more bow styles, sort of thinking about flitter and cozy glows, bows and stuff like that, etc., etc. I think that's a wonderful idea. I would love more bows because we don't really have that many bows. We have like one, and there's not that many styles as well, and it would be nice to have more styles and patterns and things like that for that as well. A sighing emote, I'm not too big on that one, but I do like it. I think a sighing emote could be a wonderful little thing there. And then moving on to baby dragons as avatars or toys. I don't really get the avatars thing because it's a Ponytown. It's Ponytown. I don't know why you would want a baby dragon or want to play as a baby dragon. I don't get that. But as a toy, that'd be pretty cool. Shoes. Honestly, I think that could be really neat as well. Like there's shoes in the MLP universe. It's a weird thing, but they exist technically. So that's kind of a neat little thing. I would love to have that as well. Now, again, they talk about royal stuff here, stallion and royal muzzles. I don't quite get what that means. And I don't think it's a good idea either way. Very similar in terms of the first idea here. Now, standard walking animation for slower movement. I don't get what that means either. That I don't understand that at all. Standard walking animation for slower movement. Do they mean they want to be able to walk slower? Because you can do that in the game if you hold shift. Changeling legs, that would be really cool, but there is leg patterns that will allow you to kind of get around that. So there is that. Now, eye roll emote. Eye roll emote isn't a thing that is in the game, but if you are on keyboard, you can use the numpad to sort of roll your eyes and everything like that. It's a neat little thing that you can do. So let's move on to the next thing on here. This one, that first one was by One Fine Rug. This one is by the Ender Draco. So let's click on this one. This one has far many more upvotes. So let's see what the hubbub is about. Let's see why they are getting so many upvotes on here. So let's see what they say. They say, so I came up with a bunch more designs, ideas for PT. Most of them are pony creator parts, haha. So let's list them off here. Skeletal jointed markings for legs and body pattern and maybe face. I would actually like this. Some skeleton parts and things like that to kind of mess around with and play around with would actually be kind of nice to have. It would definitely make some characters a lot easier to make, but I don't know if that's the direction they want to go with considering it's slightly gory-ish in a way. I mean, it's technically not. I don't really know how to feel about that. But they have a bone tail, a flower tail, scorpion tail, devil tail, hand tail, mouth tail, snake tail, kitsune. I have so many tail ideas, lol. So, mouth tail makes no fucking sense. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know what the hell a hand tail is either, unless you mean like you can have a hand coming out of your ass or something. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. That's really weird. I find it very odd. A devil tail, we kind of have something like that. It doesn't end in like a spear point or anything like that, but we do have one that's kind of almost close to that. Scorpion tail, we don't have that. I think there is something like that on Mystical Meadows or Luminous Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken. Flower tail, I don't understand the flower tail thing either because it would just be nice to have flowers that you could put in the tail or in the hair. So why It would make more sense to ask for that versus just a tail that's a flower. Now, a bone tail, again, is something very similar to the first one, where it's like, I don't know if they want to do that because it could, you know, be slightly too gory or something like that. But suffice it to say, I would love to have a bone tail. Face markings that actually look like blush, rosy cheeks. You do realize that you can have blush on your character, right? That's a thing. Blush is a thing, and you can do that. You can type /blush or do the blush emote or whatever like that, and it will stay blushed until you turn it off. So, I don't know. I don't understand what that's about. More options for eyes, muzzle, eyelashes, and maybe teeth, including a third eye Cyclops option. Probably wouldn't work very well, but I can dream. You know, there are people that are playing around with everything to get one eye and also playing around to get 3 eyes. You have to really play with the editor to get that to work, but it is technically possible. It's not officially supported. You can't just like click a button and you have a 3rd eye. So, you know, having that be an actual option would be interesting, but I don't think it's something that we'll ever see. Eyelashes and maybe teeth. More options for teeth could be interesting. I would really love to have like really messed up teeth, if you know what I mean, like a hillbilly type teeth or something like that. That could be fun. Maybe some really spiky teeth or something like that. That could be really cool. I think those 2 options would be awesome. So more options for teeth would be an excellent idea. Butterfly, insect, fairy wings. Honestly, we need more wings. I think I've been saying this for a while. I think the entire Ponytown fandom as a whole has been saying this for a while, but we need more butterfly. We need more wings. And I think butterfly wings would be an excellent addition, as well as fairy wings would also be an excellent addition. They want larger dragon wings as well. I can see that. That could be interesting. Just nothing too big, please. More horns, long spiky horns, broken horns. I think honestly broken horns and like maybe broken antenna and broken versions of the horns and things like that we already have would also be an excellent addition to the game. I would love to see that. I would love to see that in a similar way to like the legs and stuff as well. Like maybe your leg is missing and you're an amputee or something like that, and you want to depict yourself like that in the game. Allow us to remove one of the legs. Obviously, don't allow us to remove all the legs or multiple legs, because then that creates problems. But you get what I'm saying. I think it could be interesting. Sock paws, like the Fetlocks hoof option, but longer with quote-unquote toes. So they're basically asking for a glove almost. That's kind of what that is. That could be interesting. I don't know how to feel about that one, so let's move on. A cape apparel that can go over shirts instead of having that one sleeveless cape option. Honestly, we need capes. We need like actual capes in the game. We have that weird cloak thing, but we need like actual capes. Make it happen. Bracelets and shoes. Honestly, here's another one where people are asking for shoes. I think shoes could be a nice idea, and bracelets is something that I've wanted forever. I've wanted spiked bracelets. Make it happen, Ponytown. Give us spiked bracelets. Moving on, full face decorative mask like masquerade mask, play doctor mask, hockey mask, etc., etc. I don't know so much about the hockey mask because I don't know how much that fits the theme. I don't know so much about maybe the masquerade mask or the play doctor mask, but different decorative masks could be interesting to have in the game. I just don't think there's really any necessarily specific ones that would really fit the game. I guess I'd have to sit on that one for a while to really come up with that. But new hats, like a halo. We have halos, you have to unlock them. I'm sorry, but you have to unlock them. So that is a thing already. A floating crown or a floating orb. That could be really cool as either, again, another toy or as a decorative piece that you could put on yourself. I would love to see that happen. A backwards baseball cap. Honestly, why can't we put the baseball cap on backwards? Like, why can't we do that? Maybe like actual hair tufts. I know people use the feathers for that, but I think this would be even better. I don't exactly know what that means, but honestly, I think the hats overall just need a complete rework because they break so quickly when you try to have hair. Like if you put hair on your character, a lot of the hats just don't work because it's almost behind the hair and it just looks kind of weird. So I think the hats as a whole could be a good rework, and in that rework, it could be nice to have new hats, such as like a floating crown or floating orb or backwards baseball caps, things like that. Swimsuits, like a one-piece clothing. Honestly, swimsuits would be kind of interesting to have in the game. I'm surprised we didn't get that when we got the beach update. Cupcake items, those would have been perfect for the anniversary celebration, just saying. Honestly, it is kind of weird that they didn't add cupcakes. They added all these different bakery options and like even donuts and things like that, but they didn't add cupcakes. So that's kind of an interesting one. I would love to see that happen. But here is some ideas of what they were talking about. So let's take a look here. See, the floating crown is kind of cool, but I don't really know how to feel about that. It's weird that it's floating, right? And this must have been what they were talking about with the flower tail. I actually really, really love this flower tail. This flower tail is really freaking cool. I love it. The flower tail is awesome. I still would love to be able to put flowers and stuff like that in the hair. And then they have like their Cyclops options and things like that listed here. And the cupcake that they made actually looks really cool. I could see that being in the game right now. Not part of the idea, but I think it'd be cool if the PT devs held a design contest or something, like people could submit parts ideas and or mock-ups, and a few people be chosen to be added in the game. So my thoughts on this one right here, this little comment here, is that it would be really nice to have like an actual contest in the game where it's like, hey, you know, you guys make some mock-ups for us and we'll, you know, pick one and we'll put it into the game. I know that can be very scary on the devs part, but I think it could be really nice to do that. Next up, we have this one here. It's just a single image, so we will be here very quickly. They have a million different bug OCs, and they want to do it justice in Ponytown, so they came up with these little mock-ups here. Some wings, some tails, I guess these technically would be. They're technically stingers, but you get what I mean. Some customizable eyes. Now these eyes actually kind of look nice. I actually kind of like the idea of being able to do these patterns in the eyes, but it also makes no sense whatsoever. But seeing it on paper, maybe that would be good. Who knows? And then here's another idea, another suggestion. Can you guys add like rabbit morphs? Like a choosing thing of deer, rabbits, and stuff. I know it would be a lot of work, but please. I don't understand what the hell this means. I'm assuming they mean like you can be a rabbit or be a deer or something like that. So you just start with like a default as a deer instead, like that, or a default bunny or whatever, and you play the game as that. I'm assuming that's what that means, which is honestly a terrible idea, and you can see why it only has 2 upvotes. Moving on, we have this one here. It has 88 upvotes. This one's stairs, and I actually really love this. I really love the stairs that they did for their mock-up. I really love this right here as well. I feel like this should be a little bit taller or a little bit bigger, I mean. But overall, stairs as an idea would actually be really cool. The problem, however, is that there is so much work that would be involved in creating this system, because you have to... It wouldn't work every time, because like what if you're outside, right? I think if they adopted some more systems similar to The Sims, then this could be possible, but right now it just seems so impossible to have stairs. I would love to see it happen though. There you have it. Those are Ponytown ideas on the Ponytown subreddit. I do hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys want me to go over here on the Ponytown subreddit again and talk about even more ideas, because there is several ideas on here. If you guys want me to make another video like this, let me know in the comments below, and I was sure as heck get into that and make a video about it. So take of that what you will, and I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that, because when you do those wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, don't tell anyone, but you also get to become wonderful for yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.